This is Dawn Olszewski of DOstampingwithDawn.com, and I'm here with another How'd She Do That video. And today I'm sharing a card that was inspired by my friend and fellow demonstrator Linda Heller. Linda did this awesome stamping technique on top of a specialty paper that is offered right now with Sale-a-bration. Now, Sale-a-bration is only going to be available for a few more days. It ends March 31st, but it's this paper here called Irresistibly Yours Specialty Designer Paper. Now, when I saw this in the catalog first, I'm like, I wasn't that impressed. But when I took a little closer look, I'm like, oh, this is a different kind of paper. First of all, it's not two-sided patterns. It's just one side pattern. And you can see, but there are 6. Ooh, look at that. And see that glossy? Essentially, Stampin' Up! Has done half the work for us already. They've added embossing to regular paper here. So I'm going to show you one of the techniques. I have 6 more to share, so be sure to watch my next video coming out tomorrow. So let's get started. The stamping that we're going to do today is with a background stamp called Something Lacy. This is in the 2015 Occasions catalog, and that ends on June 2nd. So first, when I saw this, I was kind of like, that's a pretty stamp, but do I really need it? And so then I got it and I went, oh my gosh, I love it. So I might be changing your mind today too if you were thinking the same thing. Now for me, I like my background stamps on the wood mount. I like them permanently mounted. I can grab them anytime and I'm ready to go. So that's the option I prefer, but oftentimes I think most of these are available in clear mount as well. So you want to get that out. We're going to ink it up in the Memento ink pad. Now you want to use this versus the StazOn. Don't use the StazOn because the StazOn is intended as a permanent ink that on like glass. It certainly works on paper, but plastic, and we want our embossed areas of the paper to resist the ink. So this is ready to go. I'm going to press the pattern side down on here because that's where we want to get the stamping. And then I'm just going to put a piece of scratch paper over. And then you could like massage it, or you get out your bone folder. You could even do your brayer because you want to make sure that ink has nice even pressure, and so you get a nice stamp image. That should be good. And then we'll pull this up. And there we go. This is what we have. So it looks like it has stamped everywhere, and in a sense it has. I'm going to get out another piece of scratch paper here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to give it a little bit of rub. It's going to take off just kind of that excess as that is probably pooling on top of that embossed area. And then next, so see that took off some of that. And then next, what we're going to do, we'll get another piece of scratch paper here. We're going to take just a tissue. I've used my tissue here. And start to rub the rest of that off. Can you see that? It is coming through. Love the look of that. So you want to do that all over until those vines have completely popped out. So I'll just finish this up real quick. Okay, so that looks good. Got that all taken care of here. Now the next step that we're going to do is we're going to add some color that should lay down in the background as well, and it's going to make those vines pop even more. For the next step, we're going to add a little color. You want to get out your brayer, and I'm using Soft Sky ink. And you want to ink your brayer up like this. What I'm doing is I'm rolling and lifting and continuing to roll and lift. Now, don't do it this way, because when you do it this way, see how it doesn't fit on there? And you're going to get lines of ink. So when you do it this way, look how perfectly that fits on there. So this is how you want to ink it up. I'd do it 10 to 12 times, especially that first round to get ink on there. You don't want to have lines of ink. Alright, now next, what you want to do is you want to start at the top, and we're going to roll to the bottom, and then we're going to keep rolling back and forth. You don't want to stop in the middle, or you don't want to start on the side, because then you're going to get kind of ink lines, okay? So we're going to do it like this and back and forth. And then we're going to do it again. Now you can do this 2 times or 3 times or however intense you want the color. You just keep doing it. I think I've discovered for me, for this particular project, I think if I do it 3 times, that's about the intensity that I'm going for. Maybe just a little extra on the sides here. There we go. And again, you'll want to come in with your tissue and you'll want to remove the excess. See how that's popping really nice. How beautiful is that? Isn't that nice? Great technique. So I'll show you just some tips on how to finish up the card. Alright, so I have added a strip of cardstock. This is basic gray, and it measures 5 1/4 by 1 inch. And then over that I've tied on some, let's see, this is Soft Sky, the seam binding. That's so pretty. It's a great touch for this card. I've added this beautiful jewel. It is from the Something Borrowed embellishments, and you get 12 pieces, and this is just so pretty. Imagine those as earrings or a necklace. They'd be really nice. But I've tied that onto that. This is the basic gray baker's twine. And then I'm just going to add it to my pool party base. And that was a piece of 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and I've just folded in half. We'll just add that here real quick. And then the final touch is the greeting. And this comes from the stamp set called Your Perfect Day. It's obviously for wedding. Maybe even, let's see, bridal showers would be nice for this one as well. Now I stamped this onto a tag that I've created with the Ornate Tag Topper punch. And put some dimensionals. And we'll just add it to our card here. Just going to tuck it underneath that. What I like about this is that even though that hole is there, this still can look like it's kind of tied on through that. I'm going to add one final touch here. I'm going to get out my Pool Party Stampin' Write marker and just add a little color. Actually, not Pool Party, this is Soft Sky to match the color. And there, final touch with that. Isn't that cute? So be sure to stop by my blog at DOstampingWithDawn.com. I'll have a full supply list there. And if you're interested in Stampin' Up! Supplies, be sure to stop by my store at DOstamping.stampinup.net. Now lastly, be sure to stop by tomorrow because I'm going to have, like I said, 6 more ideas on how to use this awesome paper. So thanks.